Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Stefan.
What up?
Today, we're going to be going over the final episode for Season 1 of PValley. Yes, I know. Seems like it was just yesterday that the season started and that we got graced with this great show, with this great cast. But, came to an end for this year. We already at least know that there will be a Season 2. But, man, Murda Night was something. Murda Night was Murda Night, all right. So, of course, it picks back up with Haley and Montavious in the room. I'm kind of a little pissed off on this part because they got the security cameras, but ain't nobody watching these security cameras.
So they were watching security cameras, but
everybody
was doing their own thing because she did that knowing the rules to get their attention. And he was about to do it, but then something else came up at that time. So it was just like a lot of like, okay, I meant to do this, but now it was funny how they set that up.
Everybody gets ready to go there to break up this whole thing. The only person that actually showed up though for the longest was Mercedes.
Yep.
But that setup was crazy. Little man coming in here with the fake ID. I'm like, is this man really trying to pass off to look like somebody twice his age?
Yeah, that was funny. That was really, really funny. And the thing is, it was funny because Diamond let him in. Like, man, it's the last night. Go ahead.
He's like, the hell with it. But we see Mercedes at the time was in there with the coach, trying to finesse the coach out of $10K to help her support her gym. Moment he mentioned partnership, she like, no. It's mine, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, he wanted something extra then.
Yep.
I had a feeling she probably wasn't going to ever go for that one.
Yeah, he wanted to live in side joint. Like a side joint to be living at a particular place. So when, he visit that area, he can just have a side joint.
Yeah. And penthouse and a box club tickets for all the games. No, but it's funny though. I really want to know whether or not his wife really did know what he was suggesting.
Oh yeah, that makes a very good point. Definitely want to know that as well.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Does he play any roles in Season 2 at all? Or has he done that in Season 1?
Mm-hmm.
But then we get back to Haley because that's where most of this episode centered around. I'm not going to lie. You had some other areas, but that was the main focus for majority of this episode, Haley and Montavious. I mean, as it should be because it's a big thing. We at least did find out now, too, how Autumn died. Her daughter.
Yeah.
Flood. She drowned. Sad. I'm just glad it wasn't actually him killing the daughter.
Yeah, agreed. That definitely is indeed sad. Which basically gives you the reason or not the idea of why she freaked out during a car wash.
Yeah.
Because of the flood. So it definitely it basically tied that knot together. So you actually know exactly why essentially. She freaked out.
And you've seen a lot of what happened with her and Montavious over the time. And it turns out that all this is about money. Nothing else for him. And then him threatening to have his group of fraternity brothers.
No, they're a gang, bro. That's a gang.
A gang fraternity, same thing to me.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Different.
No, but having his gang do something, but they ain't in there. He was all bluff.
I mean, that could tie into Season 2, though.
It could, but I got a feeling it's going to come up at some point, everything that happened in this episode. But I don't think it's going to be a big issue as himself being there.
Mm. Oh, no, yeah. He, as we found out, he gone.
Well, is he really gone?
No, this time he gone.
No, we know he got shot. We know Mercedes shot him a few times. Question is he on life support or is he actually dead?
No, I think he's dead because
if they did, but that could be a setup for him to be coming out of a coma or whatever in season 2. Never know.
No, he gone. He gone for sure.
We did approach Murda Night in another setting of having a little murder in Mississippi. Keyshawn on stage. I mean, they did the thing, though.
That song was popping though. I'm not gonna lie, that song was popping.
Oh, yeah. Made the whole place lit. Had everybody excited. They performed very well, but you can see Keyshawn's baby father in the corner just sitting there, rage the whole time. I'm like, can somebody just kick his ass for me? Oh, sorry. Somebody kick his butt for me for once, just one time.
We got the fight that we wanted.
No, I still didn't get the full fight I wanted. But we digress further into the label watching the performance, and then them talking in the VIP section. One, the dude talks too much for me. I would never want a time with a label with somebody that talks this much about doing this and that, and then knowing you have a manager that actually worked you to them, and then you talking about cutting him out and everybody else out, including DJ Never Scared. No. DJ Never Scared is better than you, if you ask me.
That's crazy because when it comes to the industry, the entertainment business, I can assume that people always try to do that. But like, I applaud Lil Murda at that point because he's like, listen, DJ Never Scared gave me these beats. He helped me out when people were telling me my stuff is trash. He helped me out and basically helped me, get to where I'm at right now.
Yep.
And my manager is somebody that I've been down with, since day one. And he's always got my back. So why should I just leave these people behind for this new hustle, essentially? So I actually do applaud him for basically, not really paying it no mind because and you really can't disregard the people who helped you along your way.
Pretty much you can't. Only bad thing that came out of that section was, well, two things. Little Murda dissing Uncle Clifford for a moment there.
I wouldn't call it distant, but the way he reacted was harsh.
Well, he tried to make it seem like it was nothing there. He tried to do it a little too much instead of just pretending like, okay, coming over for just to entertain the VIP section, making sure everybody's fine and all.
Yeah.
Versus them having something going on.
Yeah, he could have been like, "No, we good for right now, whatever." But he was way too harsh.
I know because his manager knew and Mississippi knows. That's why he probably was trying to react the way, especially with the label guy trying to act like, "Oh, you are authentic and all that," but you're not even authentic as being a label representing this label, and you're not even authentic right then and there because your whole main reason, which we find out, is you really want Mississippi. You don't care about Little Murda at all. You just want. All right. But things kind of escalated a little bit because Lil Murda dipped off for a moment. Keyshawn's baby father comes trying to demand her to leave. She kind of put him in his place for a brief second there. And then, of course, he grips her up in the corner next to the DJ booth where Diamond was watching. Well, before we go into that Diamond section, what's up with the people trying to sneak all this stuff into the club? You got a gun, you got brass knuckles,
food.
I'm like, yo, what?
Yo, the food one had sent me, man, because I guess they just didn't feel like buying food that night.
And then the dude talking about, I ain't signing that petition. It's like, you gonna sign this petition if you want to get it here.
Yeah.
But we finally got that fight between Keyshawn's baby father and Diamond. I wasn't so happy about it because Diamond was getting his butt kicked quite a bit in there.
Yeah, but at the end he was winning.
But then what really pissed me off this episode, Keyshawn gonna pull the gun out on him. That we're gonna go to Haley wanting that gun because all hell broke loose in that champagne room between Montavious of Mississippi and Haley.
Yo, I thought she was really gonna leave her, bro.
Yo, I swear. So, for those that are just watching us and not actually watching the show, Mercedes breaks the champagne bottle and then tries to threaten Montavious to kill him with it if they don't get to leave out of here and she don't let Haley go. He don't let Haley go. He winds up overpowering her, taking that out, and holds it to Mercedes' throat. And Haley has 5 minutes to get the money, or he's going to so-called kill her. Spread her blood all over this club, as he said. Mm-hmm. So Haley takes off to the locker room, she took off her clothes and changed it real quick with the hair. I'm like, man, I know the wardrobe changed faster than that. I'll give Superman a run for his money. But then goes looking for the gun up on the top. It ain't there. I'm like, oh, man. We already know Keyshawn and grabbed it then.
Mm-hmm.
And then we fast forward. Haley dashing to the car, trying to start the engine up, and then, like, has a second chance thought. Like,
Thank God, man.
I can't leave her in there. She can't help me. I was happy for that part.
Thank God.
Back in there, toss the money on the floor. And basically, it's like, listen, it's all there. Trust is there. And, of course, he still had other alternative motives. So Mercedes already knew he wasn't going to let her go. He wasn't going to let Haley go. He wanted to kill her regardless.
Yep.
But then, at that same exact time, the fight between Diamond and Keyshawn's baby father is breaking into the main dance floor. And everybody starts scattering. And the gun is also tossed out there. And at that same time, also, Uncle Clifford is actually seeing everything happen in the champagne room on the camera.
About time. About time.
Yo, can somebody finally see something? Grabs the gun that they confiscated at the entrance. Luckily, they did have that there.
One of the miniguns.
Yeah, everything in there was wild.
Yeah.
Goes in there to help out Mercedes and Haley, but that didn't go as planned either. But then the shots rang out from on the main floor. Kind of startled everybody for a second there.
Mm-hmm.
But at that same time, everything that's going on inside, you also got a little drug exchange happening outside too.
For him to store the drugs.
But he takes off at that point when he sees everybody out there. He's like, oh, what's going on inside?
Mm-hmm.
But at that same time, all that's happening, and Keyshawn pulls the gun out on Diamond to have Diamond get off her baby father after he's beaten his life out of him. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Keyshawn?
But I mean, that's come to expect it though out of abusive relationships. I mean, he was trying to help her out of abusive relationship, and she essentially turned the gun on him. I mean, that's to be expected 9 times out of 10.
She's going back and forth. One moment she does want to be with Diamond, then you want to still be with him. Like, if he beats this man up enough, he ain't coming around no more. Period. He's trying to come around. He knows exactly what's going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. Diamond gets off of him, grabs his gun, and goes to see what's going on in the champagne room. Next thing you know, right before he was walking in through the door, 3 shots rang out again, right through the door. Next thing you know, you just see a pool of blood coming out the door. I'm like, who died? I was mad for a second, too, though, because they cut right to the next morning after that. I'm like, damn, don't tell me, was it Haley?
Oh, yeah. And then you see Murda Divine in black with the radio on, and then you see Uncle Clifford come out the house. I was like, okay, so Uncle Clifford is okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
then
is it a funeral really?
No, yeah, then they all go to the auction.
Yeah, because once he said the courthouse, I was like, all right, it's not a real funeral, so they might not have killed Haley or Mercedes. They might be just hurt in the hospital. And then we see Mercedes crying. And her mama finally made another appearance after being gone for a while. Off camera.
Yeah, she's still mean as hell.
Yeah, I know. Remember, I'm dead to you. I'm like,
listen, whatever you do, just don't ask her to hold any of your money.
or be your mama for you.
That's facts. Yo, let's talk about the courthouse, man. The court, auction joint. Yo, that joint was crazy.
Woo! First of all, everybody coming in there in black, and then we have the Chuckalissa Mayor coming there in all red. Like, first of all, what's up with the red?
Man, that's ridiculous.
Again, I still don't like that flag that was hanging there. Courthouse. I wish they.
But let's get to the auction, yo. How they was killing that auction.
Yo, man. First of all, so you gotta set the scenario for that. You got Uncle Cliff, girls all in black in the center area, and then you got the mayor of Chuckalissa, and you also have
Andre and his wife
sitting there next to him. And then auction begins. Andre puts up the bid for $20,000, and then who comes in all white? Haley puts up another bid for the pink, and then Andre's like, "Okay, let me put up another bid." Haley, counter that. Andre puts up up to $50,000, and Haley's like $100,000.
Yeah, yo.
Turned and dropped his face for a second there.
Yeah, because he knew that he only had a $200,000 cap.
Yep. And then of course she puts it all the way up to $200,000, and then
the mayor
was like, "Yo, we're gonna put this to $215. What are you doing? I only have up to $200,000. I gotta get approved." And he wound up getting his boss on the phone, but Haley and then again does another counter $250. And Andre just hung up the phone like, "Yeah, I'm not even going to go there with this." And you can see his wife is like, "What's going on here?" Because he just starstruck looking at Haley.
And when they closed it out, you have the mayor. "Oh well, the rules are you gotta have the cash right away."
Yo, before he could finish that sentence, all that money dropped out. He shut right up. I was like, "Yes, finally, shut his mouth." And now he basically wanted his own blood in a way, essentially. And it's going to be interesting to see for season 2 what happens with that scenario in the casino, because we still didn't see about them the petition and all that to get the casino canceled. That still hasn't happened yet. But we do know for sure now the pink is staying safe.
Yeah,
Haley and Uncle Clifford are now partners in this.
Yep.
Haley did it apparently because she felt like Uncle Clifford saved her life, so she owed Uncle Clifford. But
now he owes her.
Yeah, but I wonder, would she have done it even if that didn't go down? I got a feeling she might have still done it.
Maybe not. We'll never know.
We got to find out too, though, in season 2, the mindset of Mercedes, because we know she's the one that pulled the trigger at this point on Montavious. She's going through it. We know
but I mean, it was taken care of.
Yeah. Whatever that means at this point, because I'm still wondering to see what happened with this. It's going to be a lot of divulge in season 2. But man,
I can't wait, yo. I wish season 2 started like next week or something.
I know. Like, can we get a little sample, break season 2 down, make it 24 episodes, drop the first half of that 24 in December, maybe?
Who knows? But yo, this is a great series.
Definitely is. I kind of wish it was more than just 8 episodes, though. Because
that's how most pilot seasons are, though. They just like small little tidbits.
But sometimes, depending on the network, you get them to green light to add on to the same season and add more stuff. But I'm glad they kind of didn't do that for this because of the way this ended.
Yeah. So we actually did not have a cliffhanger. Thank God.
I'm a little disappointed in that. And the way we do, because of the drug situation and Mississippi's situation, those are kind of cliffhangers. They just...
The main storyline is actually tied up.
Yeah. The main thing, Pink is saved. Woohoo! Man, I don't know. If that would have went the other way, what would have happened?
You know what made me mad? If they'd have shot the door, the 3 shots, and you see the blood, and then when it cut off, then I would have melted.
For a moment, I thought that's how I was about to go. If I was about to be like, what happened to the funeral scene?
Bruh, I would have been so mad.
But yeah, I still was mad for 1 second there because I'm like, so we ain't gonna know who died in there.
Season 2, I just cannot wait, man. I am done. This was a great series, great season. I cannot wait for season 2.
Definitely can't. And we will be doing a video of what we hope to see happen in season 2, what possibly could happen in season 2. We'll be doing that down the line. But thank you guys for watching us. Let us know in the comments below, how did the ending of season 1 make you feel? Did you enjoy the season? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time.